So what if I told you the unbox sitting on your entertainment center right now might actually be fake? And I'm not talking about those obvious knockoffs from sketchy websites. These fake streaming devices are getting so good that people are reportedly buying them from Amazon or from Walmart. When we talk about boxes, we're talking about the on 4K Plus boxes, fake Xiaomi TV boxes, and even fake Fire TV devices. And today I'm going to show you how to spot these fakes, the biggest warning signs, what happens when you're actually powering them on, and the easiest way to tell if your streaming device is legit. So we're going to jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. So definitely gonna reference this from AFTVnews. Of course, I'll link the full article in the description. So let's jump right into it. The problem is getting worse. So fake streaming devices have always existed, and you guys have noticed, but if you browse sites like your AliExpress, your Alibaba, you've probably seen random Android TV boxes trying to look like popular devices, but most of those are easy to spot. The packaging is looking cheap, the software looks outdated, and the hardware usually had weird logos or strange names on them. But now these counterfeits are getting more accurate. So let's start with the fake on 4K pluses. There are reports online, including Reddit posts, showing the fake on devices are nearly identical to the real thing. And honestly, if you put them side by side, I'm looking at them right now, it's really hard to notice the difference. So from the front of the box, almost perfect. The hardware looks legit. Even the software experience looks close enough to fool the average buyer. But there are some warning signs. One of the biggest tells of the fake model was a blue LED light on the front of the device. So the real on 4K Plus doesn't have that. Another clue, the packaging had small differences, missing labels, different barcodes, outdated app logos, things most people would never check, but just looking at this picture right here, you can kind of see some of the differences here. But if you're not really looking for it, guys, tell the truth, it's really hard to spot the difference. So how are these ending up at Walmart or on Amazon? And this to me is the crazy part. Some people claim that they bought these fake devices directly from Walmart, directly from Amazon. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that Walmart or Amazon is intentionally selling counterfeit products, but the likely scenario is that someone buys the real device, swaps it for a fake, returns it, and now the store unknowingly puts it back on the shelf. And because on devices isn't sealed super securely, it becomes really easy for scammers to pull this off. So over to the Xiaomi Mi Box 3rd generation. The fake Xiaomi TV boxes might actually be the most convincing of them all, guys. Apparently these are showing up all over Amazon. Unlike the older fake Android boxes, these actually run the modern Google TV interface. But because in the past, fake devices usually give themselves away by showing the old Android devices, but they're getting really good because these new counterfeit boxes, they look modern, they feel modern, and to most users, they probably seem completely normal. Only differences are in the tiny details. So slight font change on the bottom of the device. So again, if you don't know what you're looking for, the font is not really gonna tell the whole story in my opinion. And unless you have a real one sitting next to it, you probably won't even know the difference. So why is this dangerous? Now you might be wondering, okay, but it's a fake device, it still streams Netflix, it still streams Prime videos, it does what I need to do, so why is it dangerous? One, they're not going to get updates, they're going to have poor security, contain malware, spy on your network activity, or simply stop working after a few months. And since many of them are not properly certified, streaming quality can also suffer. Right? So if you buy one of the more modern devices, you're expecting to have Dolby Vision, HDR support, proper Netflix certification, Prime Video, but again, with the streaming devices, once they get you, no support is needed. They'll just move on to the next one. So even Fire TV sticks are faking, and this one is obviously more easier to spot. As you can see, this device looks nothing like the Fire TV stick. The remote looks the same for the most part, but if you look at the device, just the design on there, I don't think this one's gonna fool anyone. So the easiest way to check if your device is fake, this is probably the most important part of this video. Go to your Google Play Store, go to profile icon, settings, about, play protection certification. If your device says device certified, that's a good sign. But if your device says device is not certified, there's a very good chance that you have a fake device. And honestly, that's probably the fastest way to tell. So the whole situation to me is just wild. We've gone from obvious cheap knockoffs to counterfeit streaming devices are nearly impossible to distinguish from the real thing. And with these showing up to major retailers like your Walmart, your Amazon, it just means that regular buyers are now at risk too. So if you recently picked up a on-device, a Xiaomi TV Box, or even a Fire TV, it may be worth double checking it, especially if something feels off. But definitely want to hear from you. Have you ever received a fake streaming device before? And would you be able to spot one of these? Of course, drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.